Hey y'all. Hi. Um, so there is this very hyped thing that you may have heard about. It is a video game called, I believe, in Undertale. And Undertale, got very popular very quickly. I've heard many comments that the creator of the game and the team of the game, no one expected this to be as big as it turned out to be. I guess they were expecting more of the cult classic following like Earthbound, and it just exploded to mainstream proportions. Everyone knows what Undertale is, and a lot of people have a lot of different interpretations. But I find that a lot of these different interpretations have all turned out to be the same. Well, turned out to be the same for the most part. Like, a lot of people believe that the first fallen child, colloquially known, if I'm using that word correctly and if I'm saying correctly, as Kara, which is probably short for character, is a mass murderous spirit, and Frisk is apparently a autistic, pansexual, transgender wolfkin, and all that good stuff. But I want to say that I'm pretty disappointed with a lot of what I've seen. With Frisk and Kara, or I like to call them first child, because really you're supposed to name the character your name or a name that relates closest to you. So I like to call them first child. They a really stale representation of gender and sex coming from a lot of people. I'm an artist myself, and I understand artistic interpretation, but I see the same shit over and over again, like female interpretations of Frisk being all about heterosexism and cisgenderism and being all about the tits and the ass, and I can't go through enough stale physical and psychological stereotypes, and everyone has every right to do it. I don't have to stick around for a fan project if I don't like the representation, but it's like that's 90% of what I get, and the other percent respects the gender neutrality, and then there's the very small percent that makes Frisk a boy. And boy Frisk usually gets a lot more psychological merit than genderqueer Frisk, and definitely a lot more merit than female Frisk. But there's that, and then there's the really stale face value people have accepted, like the first child being a murderous spirit, and I actually understand this. I feel like the reason why there's such a huge misinterpretation of the first child being a murderous spirit and a homicidal megalomaniac is because they don't appear at the end of a pacifist run or a neutral run. They only appear at the end of a bad kid run. And